So we're here. You can't imagine how it feels like. In 2 hours I will be there. They didn't expect such a good result, so it's good to hear that. È pazza, questa pista è totalmente pazza. Sbagliato l'ultimo giro. It's coming Rome! Detto 46, ma 46.
In questo momento sei B3, ha fatto Dubek 47.
Drivers, start your engines!
I finally take home my first double in the Euro Nascar.
Mannaggia Dio.
Raga, io ci ho provato a farne di più, ma non volevo rischiarmi dagli ultimi giri.
Più di così non potevi fare, hai fatto già una cosa fantastica.
I dominated the whole season, leading the championship from the first to the last round, until the gearbox broke in Zolder. I'm still leading, but I've only got 13 points of advantage. This will be the hardest weekend of my life. There we are, the finals. I don't know what to say. It's going to be fun, it's going to be tough, it's going to be a lottery, because, you know, double points in these races, so no mistakes are allowed. And that also means that anybody can win the championship, even someone who never was in the front, so it's going to be crazy. Anyway, 9 a.m. in the first day, first session, because we have to do, I think you say break in. I don't know. When you put the new engine, you have to drive slowly to make it right. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, because we put the new engine after, we didn't break it in Zolder, but, you know, 2000 RPM over the limits. We were not confident with that engine, so we changed it. New engine. I hope everything goes fine. Yeah. I never told you before, but in addition to Euro Nascar 2 and Euro Nascar Pro, there is also the Club Challenge, a regularity test, which is usually run on Friday morning. We drivers can also do these sessions without bothering the participants to learn the track or, in my case, breaking the engine. This engine is brand new. It cost us 10,000 euros. And it will also have to last for the whole 2023. So, let's treat it well. The engine doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Holy shit.
Quel sinistra che fa in pieno prima di frenare, lì sono entrato in pieno.
First moment of panic. New engine. Stop pushing for a moment. What a great start.
Sai con cosa iniziamo bene? Guarda la ragnatela che hai sull'obiettivo.
No, che schifo.
Ti hanno fatto una ragnatela sull'obiettivo.
Ma come cazzo ho fatto?
Non lo so. Ah, non c'era più benzina, dici? Era quello?
Su destra e sinistra si è svuotato la Norisse.
Beh, quindi vuol dire che se resto con 5 litri in gara la macchina non va più. Ok, hai imparato una cosa nuova. Non è come in Formula 1 che quando hai ancora un litro di benzina la macchina va. Qua quando ne hai 5 non va più. That was so scary. I mean, the engine stopped working and I say, wow, new engine. Probably was the fuel. With these cars, when you have around 5 liters of fuel, the corners, all the fuel goes to the side, so the engine doesn't work anymore.
Good. Yeah. With these cars, you have to leave an extra 10 liters of gas. Otherwise, it won't go anymore. Finally starting to push and discover the limit of this crazy racetrack, and I can only tell you one thing. What a track! Whew.
I went to the Luna Park 2 days ago. Roller coasters. Guys, this track is insane. P2 in the Euro Nascar 2. First Tsiortsis, third Edzeman's. As always, we just have to change something in the setup, but the rest is fine.
Tsiortsis? Hadn't he broken his arm in the last race? Okay, we'll get there soon, because first, there's something urgent I have to solve. I find it hard to drive, I have a lot of understeer like in Most.
Se mi sistemi quella robina là come Most, secondo me siamo a posto. Perché? Perché il problema ce l'ho nelle zone morte. Cioè nei 2 tornantoni che sono il tornantone che c'è laggiù e poi l'ultima curva, no? L'ultimo tornante qua. Perché cosa succede? Io freno, inserisco, tutto bene. Quando ho quella fase un po' morta in cui inevitabilmente devi farla correre un po'. E quindi senza freno, lei torna un po' troppo su e inizia già a smusare. Quindi quando io voglio andare sul gas, non riesco ad andare sul gas perché se già il davanti è il sottosterzo, quando io do il gas lo spinge ancora di più.
That's not good. These cars suffer a lot from understeer. And we, in terms of setup, we are very strong in braking in slow corners, but we suffer in long and fast corners. And what's on this track? Only fast corners. That's even worse than Most. And I'm quite in crisis. But the good thing is that I'm not the only one. It seems like a common problem here, which needs to be fixed. We have a change in mind. Let's try it in FP1.
Down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you job. Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you job. I fucked up this Russell, yeah, we hustle, but the oh my.
Okay, this lap is good. It's the final lap before the checkered flag. In front of me I have a fast car, which is Jufro, so I can use him as a tow. We get to the final part of the circuit. We get to turn 10. He entered. Whoa! What the hell? He stopped in the middle of the corner. That's a super fast corner. You can't go that slow in there. What happened? I mean, he was pushing and then suddenly he lifted in one of the fastest part of the circuit. I couldn't brake anymore and I was into the corner. Anyway, let's go back to the pits. I show him that I'm entering the pit lane and whoa. He almost crashed into me.
go that
You
slow
did
in
the
a
brake
fast
test on the
corner.
straight. You did the brake test
What a brake
on the
test?
straight. Here,
I was entering the pit
we
lane.
have that on the pictures.
I was
We'll see.
entering the box.
Let's see the data, it's not
Are
a
you
problem.
fucking
Prima, guarda, you did the brake test. Fuera,
fast? You are-
fuera. Gas toi, gas toi.
One of the first things they teach us during the briefing is if you're doing the box lap or you decided to go slow, don't get stuck in the middle of the line.
Dice che io ho fatto break test all'ingresso della pit lane. Cosa cazzo devo fare all'ingresso della pit lane? Devo frenare.
Jouffreau is a fast driver and I know it. That's why I went into that corner like a cannonball, because I know he's going fast. And I could not imagine that he would have decided to give up in the middle of the corner. I was already in, I couldn't brake, and I hit him. So I got back to the pits, I signal him with my hand that I'm pitting, and he almost crashes into me into the pit lane, accusing me of having given him a brake test. So we end up at the race control to explain what happened, and no decisions are taken. We are all stressed. It's a final. It's understandable. Obviously, the next day they scold us both because they don't want scenes like this in the pit lane, and they're right. I'm sorry. But when you get out of the car with adrenaline, it's hard to contain yourself, especially when you're fighting for a European. And the first bumper is gone.
You can't go that slow on the in lap. Especially is one of the fastest corner of the circuit. Because if there is a driver behind going at full speed, he cannot brake. He will crash into you. And that's what happened. Anyway, P2 behind Siortis in front of Edsemans with shitty tires. So that's what matters.
FP2. New tires, and this session will be fundamental in view of tomorrow's qualifying. Now we will really know how tomorrow will go.
Giro buono però. 29,3.
129.3, not bad, but Siortis is 28.8. Okay, let's fix the pressures, back inside, and let's do better. Okay, turn one, it's very important to do it well because it depends the whole lap on turn one. I have the sun on my face, I can't see it. Tame! I locked up the front tire and I went on the gravel. I think I destroyed the tire. Man, you literally can't see anything there.
Allora, per la sicurezza ti facciamo un avanti e dietro.
Cioè invertite l'anteriore col posteriore, ok?
Ok, vai, tira, tira.
Okay, they put the tire with the flat spot in the rear, so at least now the car is drivable. Let's see once again if I can do properly turn one. This sun, it really annoys me a lot. Another lockup. It's so hard, turn one.
Due minuti alla fine. P2.
Damn, I can't drive anymore. And I don't understand why. It looks like the pressure has skyrocketed. Or maybe it's the flat spot, I don't know, I don't understand.
Siorzi che ha fatto 28,8 ho detto fammi sperimentare un po', tanto ste gomme poi le buttiamo, siamo libere senza fare robe inutili, però provo a forzare un po' di più qua, sforzare un po' di più là, eccetera eccetera. Ho spiattellato una gomma, poi me l'ha messa dietro, ho rifatto un altro bloccaggino su questa, infatti voglio vedere se è spiattellata. L'unica cosa che veramente poi a un certo punto mi ha mandato in crisi è che quando io cercavo di dire ok, adesso proviamo a spingere su un passo costante, a ogni giro i tempi si alzavano sempre di più, cioè io perdevo grip. Se voi mi dite che è la gomma che si è spiattellata, io sono tranquillo.
Anche senza bavetta per niente, soprattutto sul veloce il carico.
Quello fa, sì
Capito? Cioè, il fatto del problema che sui curvoni veloci all'uscita delle curve non si può intervenire qui, lì bisognerebbe cambiare.
La cosa che a
Non
me
possiamo stravolgere la geometria della sospensione per
No.
sta al passo di una persona, cioè diciamo
No.
del concorrente che alla alla fine se ci arriva davanti non ci interessa.
Chiaro.
Riferimento a questo.
So, I messed it up a bit. Yeah, I know. I had to try to find the limit and I found something else. But it's okay, I mean, it was free practice, everything was allowed. Just don't have to overshoot it too much. And I did not. I broke 2 tires. Luckily, that was the issue that made me drive super slow. Now, if I tell you that I'm calm, I would lie. I'm not. It's complicated. It's difficult to lead an European Championship and fight in the last race. There is a very good news. Tsiortsis came, I don't know how. He broke the arm 20 days ago. He's back here and he's destroying everybody. The fastest lap time of the weekend. Man, I hadn't found him yet. I want to find him and ask him how. But this is an incredible gift for me because if he wins both races, I can finish behind Edsemans and be champion. So the other good news is that I'm ahead of Edsemans. I was ahead of him in every practice, so that's the most important thing. Nothing else.
Qualifying, the most important moment of the weekend. This track is wonderful to drive, but it's not good for entertainment because it is almost impossible to overtake here. Whoever starts in front stays in front, period. So I have to start ahead of Edsemans. I'm quite calm because Tsiortsis was flying yesterday and this plays in my favor because if Tsiortsis wins, Edsemans doesn't catch up on me. On the contrary, Edsemans struggled a lot yesterday and is behind, so that's good. The pros begin. Jimmy Ercoli and Alon Day compete for the championship. Day has a 6-point lead. Q1 begins. Rocca in front of everyone. Day second, Ercoli fourth. Only 29.1. Yesterday he could do 28.5. And when he returns to the pit, he says he has a lot of margin, which he's holding on to for super pole. But what scares me the most is Liam Edsemans. 29.2. What happened? Yesterday he was struggling and today he flies. Come on. And the Super Bowl begins. This works like Q3 in Formula 1, only the last 5 straight minutes. 2 chrono each, Alon Day 28.8, Jimmy Ercoli 29.1. How is it possible? Yesterday Jimmy was flying and today he couldn't set the lap time. And Rocca 29.4. How is it possible that in Super Bowl they went so slower? Why all our cars are collapsing after 2 laps? It doesn't look good. It is as if we can push only in the first lap of tires and then we lose everything. So I have to use it now. It is fundamental to have a clear track at the first chrono.
Prende un po' spazio da quelli davanti, avvisate l'Ister.
Sì, tanto dietro c'hai l'Ister. Allora, l'unica cosa, non lo far passare e non ne prendere troppo. Già ora puoi lanciarti per un giro, uno solo però.
That's great, that's great. I have totally empty track ahead, so this is going to be my chance to do my best lap time in the qualifying. We get to the main straight of Rijeka, of Automotodrom Grobnik. As you can see, they put some tires in the inside of some corners, so it's very important not to hit them. Very, very careful I have to be. So we get to turn 1. Very difficult braking, very hard.
Bandiera rossa.
Oh, come on. Why? Why? That was my chance. Why red flag?
Attenzione curva 8, attenzione curva 8.
Esploso questo qua,
Infatti ha detto che è brutta la botta, io da qui la vedo solo una macchina un po' scatafasciata, ma non tantissimo. Guarda, solo la 24 ha chiuso un giro da 30.8, quindi non c'è neanche senso che ti dica le condizioni di qualifica in questo momento.
Ma spero che stendano perché mancano 14 minuti.
teoria, considerando che avete fatto tutto un giro lanciato, potrebbero anche decidere di sospendere la qualifica, ma mi sembra una cosa assurda.
No, anche perché lì ha tirato giù tutte le gomme, ci va un po' a riparare quel danno.
Aspetta il mio segnale per uscire.
Sì, tanto vedi che secondo me stanno entrando tutti adesso, se aspettiamo quei 30 secondi poi c'ho pista libera.
Esattamente.
This red flag has killed us. It just stole my good lap, and now I have to hope that the tires work well. And I don't know why. This tire usually works 10 laps, but here in Rijeka, we are suffering.
Sta per arrivare il primo, quindi vai ora.
Andiamo.
Ezeman ce l'hai dietro, quindi fai una bella cosa. Accelera forte fino a curva 4 e poi fallo passare. Forte però di accelerare, deve stare dietro.
Ok.
Damn, I'm ahead of Edsemans, and I have to let him pass. I just cannot give him the slipstream. But I cannot afford the risk to not find a clear track for the lap. What a bad situation.
Sa che mi conviene continuare a tirare.
Hai anche un po' di spazio, vai.
So what do? I shoot? I risk missing the right moment. But if I shoot, I give him the slipstream. No, that's too risky. I let him pass.
Guarda che lui non vuole passare, si sta mettendo in modo da non passare.
Damn, if I lift, he lifts too. I can't help it. I just have to keep it going.
Dai, su, tira e basta, su, 1, 2, 3, mo dietro c'hai Makelek. 28 e 8, Siorsis. P3, Ezeman P2, P3.
Okay, I have no other options than push. What a bad situation I'm putting myself into. Okay, never mind. This is going to be the best lap time of the day for my qualifying. Once again, back on the straight of Automotorem Grobnik. Be careful not to hit the tires in the inside. And then we get to turn 1. Look at Edsemans, how he's taking my slipstream. So bad. Turn 1, very hard braking. We stay on the right on the curb. We try to hit the inside on the left, not to touch the tires. And then we have to change the direction in turn 3. Very important to hit the apex late, to use all the curb in the exit in the outside. And watch this, we have to say all to the right, full throttle, all to the left, and brake in the inside of the corner. Very counterintuitive braking points. We get wide a bit and then we try to find the traction in the exit. Look at that, I have no more traction. And here is the part where I struggle the most. Left fast, right fast, left fast. And look at the exit. If you go too wide, you crash into the tires. So very careful in that exit. And now, this is one of the trickiest parts of the track. We have to be all to the inside in that curve. And then we have to be able to be flat out in all these 3 corners. Left, right, and then left. On the uphill, we upshift right after the uphill in order to keep the high RPMs. And I'm keep washing the mirror, and Edsemans is still there taking the slipstream. Last corner. Very hard braking, very difficult to overtake here because you have to go immediately in the inside, then get wide to touch the curb on the right. Once again hit the apex in the inside, then flat out once again on the main straight of Automotorem Grobnik. It didn't seem a bad lap actually. I wanna see what was my lap time, I wanna see how I did. Come on guys, come on.
Io quanto ho fatto? 29
5, 29 e 5.
Edsemans 29-2?
29-2, sì, 29-2.
What a disaster. I really can't go any faster. I don't know why, I don't know how. But anyway, Edsemans is in P2. I cannot leave him there.
Dubek ha fatto 29 e 8. Ci sono 5 minuti, è inutile entrare e quindi adesso devi iniziare a tirare veramente.
I don't even have the time to lower the pressures, and the car is really hard to drive right now. I can do anything but try and keep pushing, try and keep lowering the lap time and try to invent something.
Resta fuori e tira, tira.
I'm out, I'm staying out, I keep pushing, but I can't lower the lap time. I don't know why, I don't know how. I'm doing my best, but I think the tires are too hot and the pressures are too high.
qua Alberto, devo partire.
Ok, allora a sto punto rientra, non c'è senso che te fai l'autolap.
What a disaster! Tjortis P1, Ezemans P2, me P3. I gave him the slipstream, it's true. But when I lifted, he lifted too. Then we lost half of the qualifying to the red flag. We didn't do the chrono. Would you, in my shoes, have risked stopping, re-entering traffic and not being able to do even one lap time? Not me.
Thank you for the slipstream.
You owe me a slipstream, man. I was talking via radio, said lift, so it's a much will pass. You didn't pass.
Damn you. That's just the advantage of having the pit lane after me. He just waits for me and comes out when I go out. But now I want to know how Tjortis managed to take the pole position with a broken arm.
Just tell me how.
I don't know, man. I come here without knowing if I will race.
You're Superman, man. He broke the wrist 20 days ago. Now he's here, pole position, best lap time of the weekend. I just need to shake your hand.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations.
All the best.
So I hope you will win the race. So Ezemans will be second.
On the German side, okay?
Yeah. Come on, guys, everybody, it's yours.
I will keep you fighting.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
good race to everyone, guys.
Vladdy.
Okay,
Can we have a picture very quickly together?
sure.
Vladdy, also join me, please. Very quick.
Okay, we laugh, we joke, we show peace of mind, but an European Championship is at stake here. And the situation starts to get complicated, because you begin to glimpse a weird plot and some possible alliances between some of us. Because this is the championship standing before race 1. If you think I'm the favorite, you're wrong, because any one of these 10 drivers can win the championship. Yeah, because today we score double points. 80 to the winner, 70 to the second, and then 68, 66, 64, 62, 60, and so on until the last one. So I have built this leadership with great consistency while never making mistakes, so this is super fucked up for me. Because if I finish third, I lose so many points today that it's like finishing third for 3 races. So this championship is actually like a lottery. You can win 11 out of 12 races and still lose the championship. So it's exactly like the Soccer World Cup. You can do an average season but win the championship by winning the finals. Is it more entertaining? Yes. Does it award the best driver of the season? No. It rewards whoever wins the final. And precisely in the final, I hit a crack where we can't go fast. So back to the 3 of us. All 3 of us aim to win the championship, but realistically it's just Ezemans and I. Because for Tjortis to win, Ezemans and I have to explode in the first race. So Tjortis therefore aims for the 3rd place. Ezemans to win the championship must win both races. If he misses even one, I can get behind him in both. Me, to win the championship, I simply have to finish both races in the top 3 without Ezemans winning both races. And Tjortis? Well, Tjortis has a huge weight on his shoulders today, because the fate of me and Ezemans depends on him. If he takes the lead and runs away, he will win for sure, because he's faster than us today, and hands the championship over to me. But if he lets Ezemans pass, he hands the championship over to him. And the problem is that a 2nd and a 3rd place would be enough for Tjortis to beat Dubek and finish 3rd. So the more time goes on, the more I realize I am in a horrible situation. Because the outcome of the championship is less and less in my hands. I start 3rd. Tjortis on pole, Ezemans P2. In front of me I will have a wall. How can I think of passing them in turn 1? Anyway, before us race the pros.
We'll answer them now. It's Alan Day on the outside of your picture. Then he's on the left-hand side of his perspective anyway, and he leads. Gianmarco Ercoli behind him. So Gianmarco Ercoli.
Good. This is a great thing. Ercoli starts in the same position as me, so he has a very important driving line advantage over those who start 2nd. It just all depends on how the poleman Tjortis starts and how the 2nd Ezemans starts. If Tjortis starts fast and Ezemans slowly, I can think of passing Ezemans. While if the opposite happens, well, that's going to be bad for me. The thing that worries me the most, however, is that Ercoli attacked Alonde non-stop throughout the whole race for 17 very long laps without never ever being able to overtake him. It's really like Monte Carlo. Either you're 2 seconds faster than the one in front or it's impossible to pass. And now it's going to be bad for Ercole. 16 points behind Allenday. The title win becomes more and more remote. But let's think about me. Max made a good comeback, as always, but the car came back a bit better. How strange, it never happens in Euro Nascar. So immediately the whole team gets to work, new bumper, new wrap, while the team works on the car to fix the injuries. And finally, it's time for my race 1. "14 laps, only one goal, to not let Edmonds win. The entire outcome of the whole race depends on only one thing, turn 1. Tsiorsis has to start fast, get in the lead and run away. All I have to do is watch what happens in turn 1 and improvise."
Drivers, start your engines!
Formazione 2-2, ora. Vai, vai, vai.
Race 1, there we go. The most important thing is not to do anything stupid, because if I lose this race, the championship is over. And the second most important thing is not to let Edmonds take the lead. So there's nothing I can do about it. I just need to hope that Tsiorsis does a good start, starting in P1, starting in pole position, starting in the inside. Should not be difficult to defend the position against Edmonds. Let's see what happens when the green lights go on. Boom, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. Look at the start of Edmonds. Look at how fast he started. What happened to Tsiorsis? Did he sleep in the start? Then we get to turn 1. He brakes so late. He tried to defend the position and Edmonds, they touch. What is he doing, Tsiorsis? He lifted. He lifted the foot. Why did he do that? And I passed Tsiorsis. Why did he do that? What did Tsiorsis do? It doesn't make sense. He just slowed down, he went to the left, he let us pass. I just can't figure it out, and that's a huge gift for Edmonds, who is now first and getting 10 championship points on me. I have to try and overtake him. Okay, never mind. I really don't know what happened there. I really don't know why Tsiorsis lifted. Now I'm second. If it was another race, I would be confident because I know I'm faster, but here today I'm not faster. Today I'm slower. Today I'm struggling. And the worst part is that it's impossible to overtake in here. So let's try to push now. Let's try to force the maximum of these tires and let's see if I can overtake Edmonds. Now we get to the main straight that leads us to the final corner. I'm quite too far to try to overtake him in the inside. Let's see where he brakes. He broke so early. I can try to pass him in the outside like this. Damn. He broke so early. If just I tried to push a bit more, I could try to overtake him, but anyway, I see I'm a bit faster now. That's unexpected because Tsiorsis is faster than me. Edmonds today is faster than me. So that's really, really, really unexpected. I have more. In these low turns, I have more. But the thing is that it's impossible to overtake here. Because when you get to the fast corners, he enters better than me, he gains, and then I cannot overtake him in the slow corners. Just look at how he stretches. Look. Did you see the advantage that he took? He takes himself to the safety, and at the end of the straight, I can't attack him. Okay, same situation as before. We are back on the straight. I just want to see if he brakes that early as he did before. I try to attacking inside, but he covers like that. Look at this. Look at why it's so hard to overtake in this corner, because when you're braking, you're used to go immediately in the inside and defend the corner, and then there is no way to pass, because then they put the tires in the inside in the final two corners. So
2 decimi, vai, vai, vai.
by the way, me and Edsemans are flying. We have already outdistanced Georges, who seems to have none, and that's absurd. That's truly absurd.
Easmans just looks like he's in control of it right now, doesn't he? He's taking a commanding line, center of the track, nowhere for Naska to challenge, and not letting up any apex speed, corner on corner.
Once again, I'm so close to him. Look at that. No traction. We are fighting with the tires for the whole weekend. And look at how much I lost. And now Tsiortis is back. I can see him very close. He's closer than me, and I am closer to Edsemans. And that's bad. Nothing. Edsemans has become impossible to catch. All I have to do now is to focus on the fastest lap, so at least I can start ahead tomorrow.
Quanto è il giro veloce?
31.
Già fatto?
Edzeman, poi Tsiortis 31, poi tu 32.
Holy crap. Edsemans has the fastest lap at the moment.
Stacco da Edsemans.
7 decimi.
He is stretching. And I have Tsiortis getting close to me.
Edzeman. No, Tsiortis.
Oh, thank God. At least Tsiortis has the fastest lap, so once again he will be starting in pole position tomorrow. But the problem is that behind me he's starting to get dangerous.
Naska is still just about ahead of Vladimiros Tsiortis, but it looks as though Tsiortis is starting to really hound the back of Naska.
Occhio dietro, occhio ora. Dietro Tsiortis sta spingendo, vai.
And Naska there runs it wide. This could be the opportunity that Tsiortis needs. Oh, almost quarter panel to quarter panel there. Vladimiros Tsiortis had the door halfway open.
Occhio a Tsiortis.
And contact between Naska and Tsiortis. A little bit of a touch at Rijeka Bend, turn 5.
Lo so.
He wants to try and move up the order, and I think Naska's left the door open just enough, has he? Tsiortis to the inside as they approach turn 6, but no, he's not quite close enough.
I can't drive anymore. I'm really in crisis with the tires, and I don't understand why.
Sta provando ora.
I see him, he's so close to me, I see you in my mirrors. I have to defend the inside. I have to keep this position no matter what, because this is fundamental for the championship. Look at how he hits my bumper. He's so much faster than me in the mid corner. I am fighting with the tires, I'm fighting with the setup, I'm fighting with the understeer, so I have to give everything now in this final lap to defend my position. The victory is gone, it's Edsemans now. I just have to defend my second position now. We get to turn 1. Here I'm confident, I can be fast. Look at how much he gained on me in cornering. Look at this corner now, the apex is good, I can keep the distance, I can keep him behind. I have to close now in this very tight hairpin, because this is the part where I fight the most with the understeer. No way to leave the space in the inside, he tries to put the nose in the inside. Massive understeer, massive oversteer in the exit. But I made it. Now we get to the fast part of the track. Look at that. Look at how easier it is for him to enter the car in the corner. It's very important now that I close every door, especially here in turn 10 where he can try to overtake me or at least put the nose inside to make me lose the apex. Look at that. Look at how much I'm struggling. Look at how much I'm fighting with the car. Look at how difficult it is to me to exit. No power, no power.
Guarda bene dietro e dai tutto ora.
No, Manu, I lost power. I don't know why. Maybe it was somebody about the fuel, so Xerxes tried to overtake me in the outside, but I was able to cover the inside. He tries to cross the line. In the final corner, I closed there the door. Oh, and I made it. Man, how scary that was. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a fuel issue. I don't know.
Griglia di partenza di domani com'è?
1, 2, 3, Xerxes, Ezeman e te.
Uguale a oggi.
Esattamente.
Ne va di più. Cioè non ne avevo proprio per fare. I primi giri sì. Poi
I don't have much to say, except to raise the white flag and admit that he had more. Period. I'm still leading the championship, yes, but now with only 3 points of advantage. And the only thing I think about are the calculations for tomorrow.
se lui resta davanti, vince lui o vinto io? Se Ezeman vince la gara, vinto Ezeman.
Così siamo d'accordo, quindi tocca capire un attimino pure che vuole fare Xerxes, perché Xerxes ne ha di più di Ezeman.
Sì. Sì.
No, vediamo, domani è domani, adesso riposa, ti vatti a prendere la coppetta, che te la sei comunque meritata.
Minchia ragazzi, una fatica a tenerlo dietro, ero veramente sulle uova. You're faster today.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I saw like when you passed George's, I really hoped like he could keep you behind because I was like, yeah, I saw already there. You tried it, huh? yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
No, but it's really tricky now. I mean, now it's like 3 points or something.
Yeah. If Xerxes wins,
Yeah, and
I
I
win.
finish second and you third,
Yeah.
for example, you still win.
yeah. If you win, you win.
Yeah.
But
Well, we make it nice,
to
right?
the last corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like easy things, right? Tomorrow everything will be decided. Tomorrow it will be a hard fight. Tomorrow will be decisive. All in the last race. But tomorrow is tomorrow. And now I just want to live the present and enjoy this very sweaty podium. So, quite a few things happened after the race. You know, I had the podium, pictures, the autographs, the interviews, and then I sat down, I watched the replay, and I saw some kind of false start from Ezeman's. Look at this. Look at how just before the red light, it moves slightly ahead. It started to accelerate a bit. I mean, it's not that he went full throttle before the red. It was more like, you know, you have to keep constant speed before the green. 3,700 RPMs in second gear. We were at 4,000, but you know, I follow the pace of the cars in front. The thing is that it was like he did 3,900, 4,800, 4,100, 4,200, boom, and then. So it's not that it started early, but it started to accelerate a bit before the green.
That gave him a victory. So we went to the race control to say, okay, look at this, but it was too late. You must do it within 30 minutes after the race. The fun thing is that in race control they told us that Siortsis already did a protest against Ezemans for the same reason. But they reviewed it like 10 times and it was regular. So that's it. The bad thing is that I'm struggling with the setup and we have no idea what to do about tomorrow. I really don't know what to do. I'm in big trouble. Not for the tension or anxiety, because those are there, okay, but when I was in the car, I felt calm. So, what happened? I was struggling with the setup. A very annoying understeer, which from mid-race onwards set me into rubber crisis and I was no longer able to drive. The point is that we don't know what to do. I talked to the engineer for a long time, we're scrambling to figure out what's wrong, and the concept is that we can't alter the car before the final. It's just too late and too risky. So I'll see if there's anything I can do to fix the problem. Therefore, I compare my onboard video with Jimmy's Ercole, and Ercole finished second today, behind Dave, but Jimmy was very fast, faster than me with the same setup. So how did he do that? Why can he drive with the setup and not me? Why? I think it's the 6 years of experience he has on this car, which I don't have. So I study his driving to understand how to do it, and I understand a very important thing. I'm getting all the turns wrong. Look at the line differences between me and Ezemans. Totally different. I anticipate the corner too much. But why am I driving like this? I think it was a bad habit that I picked up over the weekend to limit the understeer. You know, if the car is having trouble entering the corner, you try to enter earlier. And do you know what's the absurd thing? Is that with this wrong line, in the first laps of the race, I was faster than Ezemans and Siortsis. So why were they wrong? Because I was forcing the tires too much, and after a few laps, I was no longer able to drive.
Ti sei giocato un jolly di base, hai usato la gomma subito e usata la gomma non puoi più cercare gomma.
Yeah, that was the weekend's mistake. And how was I supposed to understand it if up until the qualifying I was one of the fastest cars on track? Unfortunately, I understood too late when I found myself in the battle. And now, only the final is missing. But the last word hasn't been said yet, because first we have the warm-up. So, let's wear some old and ugly tires, change driving style and try to make the right lines.
Notavo che ieri, curva a sinistra, Ezemans si portava quel mezzo metro in più a destra per preparare bene l'inserimento. Io non lo facevo, ok? Quindi già quello è un errore a prescindere. Quindi ho iniziato a fare quella cosa là, cioè cercare di allargare un po', allargare di più la traiettoria in ingresso. Quello su cui mi sono concentrato oggi è il ritardare l'inserimento, che ieri l'ho anticipato troppo. Nell'ultima curva ha pagato molto, perché uscivo più forte. In curva 10 ha pagato molto. Faccio molta fatica a essere preciso negli inserimenti veloci, quelli dove molli e dai un po' di freno. Cioè, devo veramente essere pulito con lo sterzo, pulito col freno. Se gli do un bar in più, sforza troppo il davanti. Se gli do troppo sterzo, sforza troppo o il dietro il davanti, capito? E lì la mia difficoltà.
Che ci sta comunque una difficoltà sul veloce.
Sì.
Se ti ricordi, in tutte le piste noi siamo andati sempre fortissimo sul lento, sul guidato, sul misto, e su tante veloci un po' meno.
Sì.
Quindi qua purtroppo le veloci sono di più. La cosa che però ti dico è che dove tu hai problemi non si sorpassano.
Non c'è nessuna modifica che
Che è
possiamo
quello che abbiamo detto.
Basta, va bene.
Te devi adattare un attimino alla guida, perché se no tanto peggioriamo solo la situazione.
Mi adatto.
Poi io ho in mente da fare le cose, ma non si possono fare oggi.
Le faremo poi nei
Se noi venerdì avevamo girato senza toccare niente, era una prova che si poteva fare, perché
Chiaro.
sapevamo che...
Sì.
Mamma mia, what a difference. It's a completely different car to drive like this. Why did I figure it out only now? Because with the very old tires, I made 29.8, 10, 3/10 faster than yesterday with almost new tires. This is just called experience, and unfortunately, you need kilometers to make it. Kilometers that Edsemans did twice as much as me this year, given that he races both in 2 and the Pro. Right now, I can't do anything about it, and the most dramatic thing of all is that my success is in the hands of Tsiortsis. It's not good to say that, but yeah, Edsemans was faster than me yesterday, so my only hope is that Tsiortsis make his best start of the year. He did a good start once in Valencia race 1, then he never was that good at starts, so please Vladi. If Vladi starts well and wins the race, I win the championship. If Edsemans wins the race, he wins the championship. What can I do? I will improvise. Let's see how it goes.
L'ultima indossata di casco.
Vaffanculo, non è che voglio.
Drivers, start your engines.
No more spares, no more repairs for the drivers of Euro Nascar 2, though, because we're on to the formation lap for the final time in 2022.
Same starting order as yesterday, all decided by a handful of thousandths of a second, given that these were our best lap times yesterday. Right now, the results, unfortunately, is no longer completely in my hands. In front of me there's the same wall, impossible to climb over from the start, and it all comes down to the first corner. I'm calmer than yesterday, because the only thing I can do is give it all. It's give it my all and hope. This is the final, my friend. A race that is worth the title of European champion. No matter what happens, it has been a wonderful journey, which I'm proud to have told you about, and I'm proud to have had you by my side.
Formazione 2-2, dai, ci siamo.
My eyes are stuck on the red light and my hope is stuck on the car of Tsiortsis. I just hope that he can make a good start at least once in this championship. Let's go! Green light! Edsemans started fast once again like yesterday. Tsiortsis started super slow. Look at this, he's blocking me the door in the inside, and Edsemans once more is on the lead and Dubek tries to pass me in the outside. I have to close him. I have to do a dirty maneuver, but I have to defend my position. That's what I did. We touched, but I defended at least the third position. Dubek tries once again in the inside, so I can defend now in turn 4. Turn 5, that's what I did. I really cannot believe how once more Tsiortsis missed another start. I really can't explain to myself why is it so hard to start in the first position and why it was so easy for Edsemans to pass Tsiortsis. I can't believe it.
Edsemans era troppo avanti, segnalalo.
Già fatto.
I just can't explain how it's possible that 2 times in a row Edsemans manages to burn both of us from the start. If the starting position is correct and the engines are hopefully all the same, how does he do it? That's why I requested to check the start. However, Tsiortsis is mega aggressive. He looks like he wants to overtake, so that's a good news.
Ancora nulla, al più dobbiamo fare reclamo e stop.
I just have to wait. At the moment, I can't do anything.
Lì davanti vanno uguale, tu sei 2 decimi più lento, 2 decimi.
Io sto gestendo, ne ho di più.
Bravo, perfetto.
I really have more right now, because as soon as I forced, I got closer. The point is that I destroyed the tires yesterday, so I started the race in a disadvantaged position. I told you I had more. I told you the warm-up this morning was very useful to me, so I got closer to them and now I can see what happens ahead. Tsiortis is really trying to pass Edsemans. That was totally unexpected. Yeah, Tsiortis is fighting for the third position in the championship, so that's why he wants that victory. And I have to hope that at least he tries to overtake Edsemans. So maybe in this third part of the track I have to save tires in this first part of the race, and maybe I can try to pass them later. Look at this now, he's very close. He can
Safety car.
I can't believe it, really, I can't believe it right now. Guys, I really don't know what to do. In this weekend, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. I don't know what to say.
Attento, non ti sporcare che c'è olio sul circuito, cerca di non sporcare le gomme.
Holy crap, what have they done? Let me see. Whoa, they cannonballed the tires. What a disaster, and there is the wrecked car. This is going to be long. We're going to lose at least half of the race.
Cosa dico della direzione gara per la partenza?
Ancora niente, ma tanto dobbiamo fare almeno un reclamo, ma penso lo faremo in 3 o 4.
Ma da sopra si è visto che era più avanti del dovuto?
Da sopra si è visto che subito dopo la linea del traguardo già l'aveva passato.
I wonder how it's possible. So either Edsemans is flash and we are all stoned, or I'm missing something.
Ancora non so se mi conviene passare Tsiortis e provarci io su Edsemans.
Non lo so, sento pure da Tsiortis che dicono. Ecco, ho finito di parlarci ora, dice che vuole cercare di passarlo.
Che lo faccia allora.
Il suo spotter mi ha detto così e io non so più di questo che cosa dirti. È ancora più importante che tu sia attaccato al culo della 50 e stop.
Dubek in che posizione è?
Due dopo di te. Sì.
What a bad situation, guys. The whole universe is against me this weekend. So that being the case, Edsemans is first and wants to stay first. Tsiortis is second and wants to stay second. And he has no more in overtaking Edsemans because Dubek is fifth. So I find myself in a position where Tsiortis is like a wall defending Edsemans. So what the spotter just said is bullshit because Tsiortis doesn't want to pass Edsemans.
Ultimo giro sotto safety car, si riparte quindi in questo giro e formazione 2-2. Formazione, perfetto, bravissimo.
Dite a Tsiortis di stare cazzo un metro più avanti perché sta dietro a Edsemans, lo vedi?
Sì, glielo vado a dire.
So let's just see if this time Tsiortis is able to make a good start. Please, at least this time, please. I really don't know what to say, I really don't know what to think. I just have to do my best to start as fast as I can and nothing more. There is no way I can try to pass Edsemans now because he's ahead of me. I just have to hope that Tsiortis starts properly. At least now, at least in this final. I don't know, maybe restart of the season. There we go. There we are in the straight. There we are for the last final try to reopen the championship. Green light, green light. I started properly and look at Edsemans. Look at how he goes away. I really can't explain it to myself if the engines are... Oh, look at what happens behind. But if the engines are all the same, how can he start so quickly? Once again, he's leading. Once again, I'm third. Once again, I have to hope in Tsiortis.
Questo è il momento in cui devi dare tutto. Vai, vai, vai. Dovete da tutto, siete all'ultimo giro dalla fine. Ultimo giro. Questo che inizia è l'ultimo giro.
The final lap, the final hope to reopen the championship. Edsemans is closing once again the inside. I'm faster now. Look at how close I got to Tsiortsis. Now I just have to cross the line, try to exit as fast as I can, and then we exit to the final corner. All the three of us close to each other. Look at how oversteering is my car right now. I really destroyed the tires in race 1 and race 2. I just really have to hope that something happens ahead. Look at now. Tsiortsis is once again stuck to the rear of Liam Edsemans. But you know what? You know what the real problem is? Is that now Tsiortsis, if the race finishes like that, he reaches the goal because he ends the championship in P3 because Dubek now is in P5. So Edsemans has no interest in lose the first position. Tsiortsis has no interest in attack Edsemans and has no interest in lose the third position, and that's probably the shittiest situation I could ever find myself into. Half a lap to go. I really can't see any hope of winning the championship. I really can't see anything I can do. I just have to push until the final corner. I just have to hope that something happens, but...
C'è una macchina ferma in curva 17, macchina ferma in curva 17.
I can't believe it. It's a joke. There is a car stuck in the final corner, so yellow flag, so nobody can overtake. Really, I don't know what to say. All the things that could have gone wrong in this weekend have gone wrong. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry.
Hazemans takes the win and the Euro Nascar 2 Championship. Liam Hazemans has done it. He has defeated Alberto Naska at the final hurdle in the Euro Nascar 2 Championship.
I'd like to tell you that now there is a final twist, like in 2019, where I won the championship in the last corner. But unfortunately, there is not. I lost the championship in the last race. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. If I look back, everything hurts even more. Because if his teammate Dubek hadn't kicked me out of Vallelunga, I'd be the champion. But it's not the case. If I hadn't broken the gearbox at Zolder, I would be the champion. But it's not the case. If I was 1/10 of a second faster yesterday, I would be the champion. But it's not the case. If there hadn't been double point, I'd be the champion. But it's not the case.
Mi dispiace tanto.
È necessario fare la foto anche
sono
qui.
contento che sei stato corretto fino alla fine, bravo.
C'è andato proprio tutto al contrario come doveva andare questo weekend.
Le gare sono così.
Sì.
Fino all'ultimo no, vinci il campionato e poi...
The entire Cal Racing team arrived here in Rijeka full of hope, with me fighting for the Euro Nascar 2, Ercoli fighting for the Pro, Lanza fighting for the Challenger, Luli fighting for the Lady.
Not up against Giorgio Maggi, and look at Maggi, he's got to the apex there. Ercoli couldn't help but drift wide, and contact, and a spin, and Gianmarco Ercoli is off onto the grass.
So Ercoli lost the championship for the second time in a row after a great season, and it hurts very bad. Lanza lost the title in the Challenger due to a costly mistake, a crash at 180 km/h into the tires, and the championship is over.
Oh, we spoke about the 88 car, and it seems to have bitten Massimilio Lanza because he is off. I believe that's at turn 16 on the outside.
And Luli? Luli did great. the only joy in this great Sunday because she won the Lady Championship.
Qui la campionessa we have a champion.
I should be pissed, sad, depressed, and once I get home I will be. I won't deny it. But today I smile. I smile because in the end I couldn't have done otherwise. I gave it my all, dominated an entire season, but I still lost. I lost against a young, talented opponent who, unlike me, was able to race double the kilometers. And this was decisive for these two races where double points are scored. This is motorsports, my friend. Performance on the track is the sum of talent, experience, the best car, budget, and luck. I lost today. This means that my opponent was better than me in some of these 5 things. The past cannot be changed, but the future can be built. And if I want to win in 2023, I'll have to figure out what to improve. But we will do this tomorrow, because I have so many months ahead of me to think, get depressed and react. Today I just want to enjoy this result. The results of a boy who started with a dream that was impossible to achieve. A boy on whom nobody would have bet an euro at the start of a championship and who can now proudly say that he is a European vice champion. If today I managed to touch the sky with a finger, it's thanks to all the people who have accompanied me on this wonderful journey and to whom I just want to say thank you. Thanks to all the team. Thanks to my agency and my staff. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to the subscribers on Patreon. Thanks to all of you who follow me on YouTube. And finally, thanks to my family and the people that I love. Let's hug, dance, and dream. Life is a wonderful journey that I have chosen to live among the curves. Please, don't stop.